certainly every single one of us perhaps have things that we know God is calling us to conquer. That God has whispered to you that there's a place He wants to take you. There's something He wants to release in your life. And it can seem like one of these things, a daunting task. I also want you to consider for a moment that these people were used to failure. This group of folks are doing something that their parents couldn't do. They're being asked to conquer something where their elders and their examples failed at it. And they're getting ready to do something that they've never done before. And you take all of those things into context and think that God could be calling you to do something that in your eyes, you might want to keep those on, that in your eyes may be impossible, may be too big, but God is able to bring you through. Amen. And I want to just look at a few things that transpired here that led to them taking Jericho. And the first one is shut up. Joshua 6:1. It says, "Now Jericho was securely shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, none came in." So you have this group of folks hanging out outside of the city. And the city's shut down. Nobody's getting in there, nobody's coming out because of what's going on. And it may seem that way to some of the places that God has whispered to you that He wants to take you. Maybe you've never seen anybody walk into that place. And maybe seldom you've even seen people walk out. Maybe it seems so far removed from your idea of possibility that you don't see anybody walking in it, and that's okay. Look, nobody in my family went to college. I'm in college right now. It's odd, I'm getting my butt handed to me, but I'm in college right now. That's okay. You know, one of the funny things that happened with regard to God leading me to plant here, I grew up in San Fernando, not too far from here, a couple of miles away. And majority of my family, born and raised, San Fernando, no one's ever left. They're born there, they die there, that's just what happens. So when I knew God called me to be a pastor, I was in Bible college, the first one. I actually graduated that one. That meant nothing, but it's okay. It was in Los Alamitos, and I knew God called me to pastor, and I had a heart to go anywhere. I'd go anywhere. I was, God, I don't care where. You can send me to another country. I have no care in the world where you plant me. I just want to obey, and I want to serve, and I want to honor you. And I was driving through the old neighborhood, and I think it was on my way to work. And I had this overwhelming impression of the Holy Spirit saying, I want you to plant here. And I heard that, and I was like, no way. What an attitude I have. I just said, God, I think bigger than this. My whole family, they've been born here, they die here. This is just what we do. They don't travel, you know. I'm willing to go anywhere. I mean, come on. This is opportunity, God. Take it. I'll go. You may have been able to try to woo some people in my family, and not a one of them listened, not a one of them followed after you, but I'm here to declare that I'll go wherever you want me to go, and I have a big hold of you, and you're big, and I'll believe for whatever it is you call me to believe for, and I'll do whatever. He says, no, I want you to plant here. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to sell it to Heather, because Heather told me she'd never live in the valley. She said, I'll never live in the valley. And I actually said that to the Lord. I said, she said she'd never live in the valley. He goes, don't worry about that. I'll take care of that. Yeah, we've been here 7 years. Since we bought the house and everything. But you'd be surprised what God may be speaking to you if you'd only listen. And if you just base it on what you've seen, what you've known, you'll never get in. God could be whispering to you about having something going on in your marriage. God could be whispering to you about something of a career, of God maybe restoring or doing something big. Maybe you're pregnant with some type of dream or something that's big, but you've never seen anybody do it. You don't have any examples, and you know what? That's okay. If God's leading you to it, friend, follow. And just because it's shut up doesn't mean it's going to remain that way forever.